Okay, minasan, today we are gonna take a look at the official teaser for Kamen Rider Juuga versus Kamen Rider Orteca. Let's go. What?
仮面ライダージュウガ VS 仮面ライダーオルテカ東映特撮ファンクラブで配信決定です。主役は私ジョージ仮崎違います。オルテカ
Okay. So basically, it's just them arguing with one another who is gonna be the star of the show, something like that. But based on the trailer itself, I noticed something about George Karizaki. For some weird reason, he actually appears quite a lot in the show, even in Revice itself, topless. You know, like I think why is he showing so many skin? That is so weird. Is there like a fan club of George Karizaki out there? I know in episode 30, if not mistaken, of Kamen Rider Revice, we actually get to see him becoming real Jack with like when he is doing the video for the hero meeting, or maybe like I remember he did a video regarding some rider kick stuff, rider punch stuff. It's kind of like a walkout video. I think it was being shown to us in episode 30. I know I am repeating myself, but in that video he is hugely jacked, so maybe that's the reason like why like he is showing so many skin to promote Kamen Rider to female audience. To I don't know, man. It's just so weird, okay? For me, a guy to see that is weird, but with that being said, let us take a look at the trailer scene by scene to see kind of like what we can actually find out from the trailer itself. So first of all, we get to see a naked George Karizaki. I mean, like not totally naked, but top naked, okay? YouTube, he is top naked. He's wearing a pants, and we can actually see that he is using the belt of Juuga. Like, what is he doing? Is he like dreaming to become a rider? I mean, like that is what we know that he wants to become. He wants to create like a ultimate rider system to create the perfect Kamen Rider, something like that. But what is he doing? Wearing his belt in his own house. For what reason at all? We do not know, but he is doing that, okay? Like he is, we might actually get to see some fanboying from George Karizaki, but this is gonna be really interesting. But we need to talk about the figures here. Like we actually get to see Kamen Rider Kuga figure, and we actually get to see Kamen Rider Decade figure. Like that is like hiding behind me. You can't actually see it. I'm just gonna move my camera so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. Oh shit, I just messed up everything. Okay, yep, this is the Decade I'm talking about. I'm back. And then we actually get to see, I am not mistaken, this the most left hand side there is kind of like a white rider. My biggest suspect is this is gonna be Foze, but I could be wrong because I can't really tell from the angle itself. It could actually be Foze, okay? I could be wrong. I just want to emphasize once again, but I have a big question to ask all of you who are watching the video. What is the explanation behind the fact that George Karizaki actually owns all these figures in the War of Revice itself? Like, does this mean that all the previous rider actually exist in the War of Revice? Is this a war where all the previous rider all exist all at the same time? Is this the case? Because for some reason, George Karizaki is kind of like a Kamen Rider nerd and all that stuff, so there has to be a way for him to collect all the riders. And what are the rider being portrayed as in his war itself? I think this was never really mentioned. I think there's a lot of spin-off story where we get to see different rider from different series, especially Axel, where we saw Kamen Rider Revice Mystery. We get to see Axel, we get to see some other rider as well, like Bravo and all those stuff, but it was never really properly explained to us, like how does all this toy come from? Where does all this toy come from? And the funny thing that this is not actually the first time we saw toys from the Kamen Rider franchise itself actually appearing in the show. I think the first time we get to see a Kamen Rider toy in the show itself is in is either in ZO or Den-O movie. I'm not very sure, but there's this guy who is actually a fan of Kamen Rider, but he was like traveling with the rider, and then he actually told the guy that, hey, my favorite rider is Kuga. And at the end of the series, we actually at the end of the movie or episode, I forgot already, we find out that this guy is actually from the past. Okay, so this is really, really crazy stuff. I don't remember, is this kind of like a Den-O story or a Z-O story? I just can't remember, but there is a story like that. If you remember what story is it, let me know in the comment section below. And let me move on, okay? I think we have seen enough from Josh Karizaki, like topless body, but let me move on to the next scene and get to see Iki topless body. This is really, really weird. What is going on? Like maybe they are in the summer, something is going on with them. They look like they are very, very hot, or maybe they just came out from the shower itself. We are not sure what is going on. We get to see Hiromi being Hiromi, posing to us for the fandom how sexy he is. I don't know what is he doing, but it's just okay. We get another topless scene from Josh Karizaki. What is going on? Like, why is there so many topless scenes of Josh Karizaki? And okay, Hana is back again. So our queen Agera is back in action once again, and I actually love a really, really minor detail regarding her costume design. Like, if you guys notice, right, after she became Hana Natsuki, after she threw away the identity of Aguera, we actually get to see her wearing a piece of Aguera on her body, and that is her earring. Her earring is actually the same color as the costume of Aguera, the red and the gold, and a little bit of like jewelry, something like that, and that is exactly the color of Aguera. And I actually noticed this when I was watching Revised Forward Kamen Rider Live Evil and Demons. I actually saw her wearing the exact same earring, and now we actually get to see the earring back again in Kamen Rider Juuga and Orteca. It would actually means that this is kind of like her, how she remember her past when she is still the Queen Aguera, something like that. I just figure I just want to mention that because this is something that I noticed. Okay, let me move on. But we get to see Orteca here. We are not sure what is he doing, but this seems like he's still in the prison, so we are not sure how he actually got out, and why does Josh Karizaki actually needs the help of Orteca. There has to be a reason, there has to be some sort of villain going on, something like that. We just have to wait and see, okay? And let me move on to this awesome scene where Josh Karizaki and Orteca actually walk past each other, and we actually get to see that Josh Karizaki is gonna use the Juuga vice stem, and Orteca is gonna use the giant squid vice stem to henshin in the movie itself. So is Orteca gonna become a Kamen Rider? I think so, okay? But which driver is he gonna use is another big question, because by the end of Revised Forward, we know that the Demon's driver is currently in the possession of Hiromi, and Hiromi actually regained the ability to henshin into a rider, and I just don't see any other driver available for Orteca. Maybe the Over Demon's driver, but then again, the driver has been destroyed at the end of the revised series. I'm not sure whether or not they're gonna bring it back in the movie or not, but we just have to wait and see, okay? We just have to wait and see. Kamen Rider Juuga versus Kamen Rider Orteca. I think they are showing us a little bit on how Orteca rider suit would actually looks like, and I'm not sure, okay? It looks pointy for sure, but what is that? This looks really, really interesting. But hopefully we get to see it in action really, really soon. And this is definitely not Kamen Rider Orteca, okay? Like, this is way too ugly to become Kamen Rider Orteca. And yeah, I just don't think this is Orteca. This is could actually be kind of some sort of like a villain, or like a new monster that they are fighting, vice stem that runs away, something like that. I'm not sure, okay? But I'm just happy that we actually get to see more of Juuga, because I felt like Juuga is totally wasted in the main series itself. It only appeared for 2 episodes and that's it. Like he's gone forever. But I'm glad, okay? And this is the Mammoth Vice Stem, if not mistaken. And what is going on here? I'm not sure. But really, really amazing stuff. We get to see Josh Karizaki having a snarky face. And he looks very, very excited and happy. So I'm not sure who is he fighting. Is this a bad thing? Is it a good thing? I'm not sure. But Orteca is in a scene with Josh Karizaki right now, and he is wearing a kind of like a lab coat, something like that. And the hairstyle that he actually have is a very, very normal human hairstyle, very slick looking, and he doesn't wear any eyeshadow, green eyeshadow. So you know that he is not Orteca right now. He is, I don't know what is his human name, not gonna lie. I only know Tamaki and also Natsuki Hana. I never remember the name of Orteca human name, but yeah, I feel like he is actually using his identity, human identity here rather than the name Orteca here, okay? But then again, I felt like throughout the movie, the people are gonna call him Orteca because Orteca is in the name of the title itself. And so let me move on to the next thing. Okay, so we get to see this scene where they are kind of like dealing out with one another for what we are not sure, but they are dealing up with one another. Maybe in the battle of genius, you know, like because both of them are supposed to be genius. Orteca was supposed to be a genius, and he's so smart that he give up on humanity, something like that. But Josh Karizaki is so smart that he want to save humanity, something like that. So two genius is fighting with one another. We are gonna see what is the cause that actually causes them to fight and what is the cause to causes them to work together. I believe they are gonna work together. I don't believe Orteca is gonna be portrayed as a villain until the very end of the series, like because Orteca is one of the trio of the dead man, and based on how the publicity has been doing Orteca and all those stuff, I just have a strong feeling that they are gonna redeem Orteca by the end of the movie itself. So I can't wait, okay? Orteca is definitely not gonna die because of this movie. He's still gonna survive. So we just have to wait and see how the story is gonna progress. And yeah, that is pretty much it from the trailer itself. We get to see Orteca, we get to see Juuga, we get to see Josh Karizaki, and I'm actually quite excited to watch this more than the Revised Forward, even though I already watched Revised Forward. But I just want to see more Josh Karizaki. I want to see more Orteca. For some weird reason, Josh Karizaki is this eccentric nerd of Kamen Rider, actually managed to capture a lot of hearts throughout the series, and I actually love his acting quite a lot. Like his acting is like very unique. It has a little bit of British tone and all those stuff, and just love it. Just love it. Hopefully we get to hear some goddams, and yeah, hopefully we get to hear some goddams in the in this movie. It's gonna be lit. It's been a while since we hear goddamn. We don't actually get to hear goddamn in the Revised Forward, so it is a wasted opportunity there. But that is all from me. Hope you enjoy what you see here. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.